Hi, I'm Adrienne Buller, co-director of Labour for a Green New Deal. This week, we've published a series of explainers that lay out our vision for a Green New Deal and show how tackling the climate crisis goes hand in hand with transforming our economy for the many. One part of this vision is for the provision of universal basic services, an idea rooted in the understanding that everyone should have their basic needs met in order to thrive in society, and that we have shared responsibility for ensuring those needs are met. But what do universal basic services have to do with climate change? The demand for universal basic services is rooted in the recognition that climate change is fundamentally a class issue and the product of a broken economic system that prioritizes profits over people. The impacts of the system are painfully evident in our public resources like water, energy, transport, and housing, where decades of privatization and financialization have left us paying higher costs for poor services while corporations and their shareholders cash in. In the UK, 1 in 10 households live in fuel poverty, unable to heat their homes. Just last month, shareholders in private UK rail companies made over £1 billion in payouts, despite crumbling services, delays, and the announcement of a major fare hike. And 40 years on from Thatcher, the lingering effects of Right to Buy mean the UK is gripped by an affordable housing crisis as homelessness continues to soar. Universal basic services will be essential to dismantling this system, but they're also directly related to our climate crisis. In the UK, energy and housing make up half of our carbon emissions, while in the transport sector, emissions haven't declined for over 30 years. So how can universal basic services help us with these problems? Public procurement can be used as a tool to drive investment in the radical changes we need to create a zero-carbon economy. And democratic management of these services means we can prioritize sustainability and equity over private profit. Universal basic services will also provide vital support for workers to ensure a just transition. For instance, through the creation of a national education service to provide quality, lifelong education and retraining, as well as the creation of countless jobs in low-carbon sectors like health and social care with a properly funded NHS. Confronting the climate crisis requires a bold, transformative vision for our economy that also improves our lives. Universal basic services are inclusive, redistributive, and sustainable by design. By tackling inequality hand in hand with tackling carbon emissions, universal basic services will allow us to fight climate change in a way that serves the many and not the few.